it sounds like the secret invasion could take place either partially or wholesale during the events of the blip, meaning that
Mhm.
5-year gap.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. I was surprised when that information came out, where
Yeah.
it was like primarily is going to be during that 5-year gap for the blip for Secret Invasion on like what uh, Fury's been doing or trying to do during that
Yeah.
time.
I mean,
It throws the whole thing up in the air, right? It's not a Nick Fury show now because it can't be.
right.
Yeah.
It's a Taylor show disguised as Nick Fury.
Mm-hmm. Which I will say, a part of me first, I was like, but then it hit me, and to me, the intrigue of what the story could become has completely made me go, oh man, not a blip show to, you know what, I really want to see this. And this was kind of like, because I was talking to my wife about this, and we were going back and forth, and she kind of made me realize that if you set it during the 5 years, right, you have this scenario where the scrolls are like, holy crap, if this is the new permanent, if we go to Earth, they can show up and suddenly take the form of somebody's loved someone, right? And they're there, and then when it all goes back to normal, it's like, oh man, now they're kind of figuring out that this whole thing with the aliens, like, you could do a good intrigue, like how they slip into society and take, like, I really like that idea behind it. So I was kind of like, you know what? I could see why this might be a good way to do it, to establish them. Hey, we're only looking for refuge. We thought we found it here because half the population is gone. Oh, now they're back. What do we do? There's an interesting show in there that I think you could really spin. That's something completely different to the MCU. So I'm kind of excited, but also like, it is kind of a step back at the same time.
Yeah, but then this goes to the whole Moon Knight cutting out the gore reference at the end or wherever it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, we didn't know when we're going to release, so we cut the gore reference out. Is that all? Does it matter when you're jumping around anyway?
Right. Yeah.
Why is things being constrained by the timeline when we're about to have a prequel?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't get why you'd limit yourself that way, but
yeah, it's
part of me is like, okay, cool, sure, whatever. It's a Taylor show now, like, cool. I'll still watch it. The other part of me is like, I really wanted a Fury show.
Yeah. Yep. Which, I mean, for all we know, they could find an interesting way that it is technically a Fury show. Like, I mean, yeah, he gets blipped, right?
I was gonna say, it literally can't be a Fury show.
Yeah, so it's like, I wonder, do we jump time periods? Maybe like,
it's weird because it's a little for the time frame where it says that it would be taking place just before, like, it's sometime before Spider-Man Far From Home, with Nick Fury trying to with the saying that Nick Fury was off world, and it was Talos in disguise as Nick Fury, with Maria Hill was also a Skrull. A lot of people are trying to say that Secret Invasion could take place during that, with the whole post-credit scene from Far From Home, trying to figure out.
Yeah, but that's after the blip, though. When you have Feige come out and say it's during the blip, people go, "Oh, it could be afterwards." It's like, no, it can't, because he just told you it's during the 5 years.
I do think they're probably going to jump around and try to balance out, like.
So jumping around is probably the, yeah. So, it takes place in the blip, like, yeah, maybe for the first half. The second half's gonna, the next 3 episodes are gonna be.
Yeah, because I do wonder what Talos would be up to during or how during and after Fury I guess recruited him and some of the other Skrulls to help keep watch on Earth while he's doing other things.
So this is the thing, right? When does Talos become Fury, and why? Like, when did Talos get back to Earth?
Yeah,
guess,
yeah.
I guess, like, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's like, I guess this is.
You know,
I guess,
they
I guess
left in the
it was-
90s, so
Yeah, I guess
when
these
does
people
he get back, and when did they decide
See,
to?
this is gonna be the plot. We're gonna
do that?
learn that he's been just taking on different identities throughout the MCU to get us to where we are. It's gonna be like, oh my god, he was Galaga Man? What? Just watch.
I'd buy that.
It's
That
a
explains why
long
I'm playing
con,
Gallagher,
man.
Yeah,
it's
found it from the beginning.
it's gonna give us. It's gonna change our perception of the MCU as it is now. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm cool with it. Like, I will wait because I am genuinely intrigued by the Secret Invasion show as a whole, just because it sounds like it could be from the beginning. We knew it'd be different because it's not like a main character superhero thing like that.
I mean, it can be different, because until they give a clear explanation, this could be Talos in disguise of Fury as to having Sam Jackson in the TV show if he got blipped.
Mm.
So it's on multiple levels. You're not really gonna, unless they spell out, you're not really gonna know if it's the real Nick Fury or not.
Just watch. We're gonna find out that there's like some sort of inside knowledge that Talos knows, and he gets back. He's like, "Look, if this happens, give me all your access codes and everything, so I can cover for you, because the world needs a Nick Fury." Blah 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 blah. They're gonna build some.
I bet you anything right now, going off of that, Captain Marvel's in this show. We see Nick Fury get blipped. The Avengers set the pager off. Carol Go gets Talos.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Because we still have that missing scene from, like the Avengers, even the trailer and everything that they shot with Captain Marvel, where it's like, where's Nick Fury? I never made it in. It was post-credit and stuff. It's like, you could find a way to cheese it in there, fit that narrative plot thread. It's like, oh, there you go. Could work. So, I mean, I'm excited. Like, by the sounds of it, this show's not coming at us for just a little bit. So, early next year.
Next year, isn't it?
Yeah, and early, I guess, earlier spring.
Yeah, from what people are expecting, they thought it would be at least end of 2022, but most people are guessing that's probably going to be early 2023.
Yeah. So when we know more, we will talk more about it. Obviously, we're excited for it. I want to see how they pull it off, because I like the Secret Invasion comics and the concept. It's one of those things I started to read right when I got back into comics, so kind of like imprinted at as me, having like this affinity for Marvel that's bigger from that point on. So I'm excited.
I mean, because I think so many people like it is because it has that classic sci-fi horror.
Yeah.
Of like the invasion of the body snatchers.
Right.
You don't know who to trust and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a good concept. So when we see
it's
it,
also the first thing that's an event as like the project.
Yeah.
Whereas how are they going to do something that big?
Right.
In 6 episodes.
Exactly. Guess we'll find out soon.